So I said once I hit 1,000 subs, I'll show you my entire portfolio. And I recently hit 1,000 subs. It took about 9 weeks. So I think that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how fast the channel's been growing. So I'm in my main E-Trade account. I also have another E-Trade account with my wife, which I'll show you in a little bit. In my main brokerage account, I'll show you my activity since the beginning of the year. Apply filters. And I sold everything back in February, which happened to be the peak of the market. See, I had 131 Apple, 20 Google, 12 Amazon, 164 spiders, 35 Boeing, another 100 spiders, 1 spider, 4 spider, 4 spider, 42 spider, and 567 shares of EWT. That's a Taiwanese index fund. When the market crashed in March, I was going nuts telling my wife and friends how smart I am. I sold at the peak of the market and I saved over $100,000, but it's come right back up, so what do I know? I used all the money to pay down my mortgage. I thought this was the peak of the market. I didn't think it was ever going to get this high for a really long time. It's probably going to pass this by next month. So this is all the activity in my brokerage account. Let's go back to the main view of the E-Trade and you can see all the accounts. I don't have anything on my main account because I sold out and paid down my mortgage. I do have 2 retirement accounts which I'm not active in. I could go months without looking at these accounts because I know it's for the long term. But my rollover IRA has 323 shares of Facebook, 442 shares of spiders, 231 shares of PDP, and I'll show you what PDP is. It's just a fund. It has a lot of things in there. Apple, American Tower, MasterCard. It's just an ETF I found that I thought looked good. And I bought 1 share of Berkshire Hathaway back in 2017. So you can see once the pandemic hit, I was actually losing on Berkshire Hathaway. I was below what I bought it at. I bought it at 262 3 years ago. So it was nice when it was 340, 350. But it'll come back. I'm not too worried. It's already starting to come back. Of course, it's all over the place. Warren Buffett knows more than almost everybody, so I'm not too worried about this stock. I also opened up a Roth account when I was younger, but I haven't added much to it because you have to make under a certain amount of money to add to a Roth IRA. But right now I just have VT, which is Vanguard Total Index, which is all stocks from all over the world. And that's up 14%. I bought this in 2017 and I've added to it every now and then. I started getting interested in stocks in middle school, mainly because it was so cool looking at the prices. Because they used to have them fractions, like a stock would be $63 and 1/2, or $48 and 3/4 dollars, or $52 and 1/8 dollars. They didn't have decimals after the number. So I just thought it was really cool looking at the fractions and the numbers and seeing all the different changes. I got a job at an investment bank at Credit Suisse First Boston when I was in college. I was interning there, and that's when I bought my first stock. I bought Nordstrom. That was back in 1995. And there was no way to buy it over the internet. I just filled out an inter-office envelope where it was just an order form, and you put it into an envelope and put it into the box, and then the mail clerk would deliver it to the trading desk. I also have an account with my wife that we both add money to, and this is our brokerage account. So this is the account I trade on actively. This is the account I bought the GNC stock. The only stock I bought from doing the videos was Micron, because I really liked the way their numbers looked. I bought that recently. I did buy Ford while I owned a channel, and Albertsons. I didn't even do a video on Albertsons. I did one on Ford though, but I wanted to buy some Ford stock just because I want to track Ford, and if I own it, it's easier to track. I'm not so comfortable with the market, although it keeps going up. So I put a lot of our money into silver and gold because I thought that's the safest bet until this year is done. Then I'll go back into equities. But the market keeps going up, so I probably should have just been in equities all along. But silver is doing really well. I'm up 63% on silver, and I put 100,000 to silver and 100,000 to gold. I also have 10,000 of Ford, 50,000 I bought of Spiders, 10,000 of Albertson, and I bought 30,000 of Micron. And this is my wife's retirement account from her prior job. I have over 100,000 in Amazon, 16,000 Apple, 60,000 in XLY. I'll show you what XLY is. It's just another ETF that I like the portfolio. And here's some of the stocks in the portfolio: Amazon, Home Depot, McDonald's, Nike. I like ETFs like Spiders. You don't have to time things, you don't have to predict things. Of course, you don't get as good as a return as if you buy something like Apple or Amazon, but you can also lose money when you buy a stock. I also have this Credit Suisse bond, 7% interest. I also have 50,000 IWR. I'll show you what that is. That's a mid-cap ETF, and I'll show you the portfolio. Lululemon, Spotify, Excel, Splunk. Mid-cap aren't large companies like Apple and Microsoft. They're kind of middle companies in terms of market cap. There's this website called Angel.co, and you can invest in startups like an angel investor. So I invested $1,000 in Inc. in 2016, $1,000 in Marco Polo Learning in 2015, and I haven't gotten any return from that. I'm hoping these companies go public and then I could cash out. So these are all my investments. Of course, my only other investment is my house. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you continue watching, and let me know if you have any ideas for future videos.